Welcome teachers, this video is just for you. The current reality of schools is that school has reopened for grade 7s and grade 12s, and the other grades are due to return on the 6th of July. Some schools have identified positive cases of COVID-19 amongst teachers, students, and other staff members, and shut down for anything from 2 to 14 days. Some other schools are still unready to open because of the lack of basic facilities. The global situation remains unpredictable as second waves of infection cause grave concern. The number of infections is rising dramatically in South Africa, and there are calls for the closure of all schools. Ever since schools shut down on the 25th of March, the pressure on teachers has not eased. Many of you have shifted to online teaching and learning by setting up virtual classrooms and engaging with new digital platforms like Teams, Zoom, and/or WhatsApp groups. This is something completely foreign to many teachers. The average age of teachers in South Africa is 46 and principals 60. Most teachers are trained to be in a classroom and only use technology as a tool to support teaching and learning. The move to online teaching presented a huge challenge for many dedicated professional people during this unprecedented time. Many teachers were also expected to prepare packs of materials for parents to collect to facilitate learning at home. Are you one of those teachers who are feeling overwhelmed, out of your depth, frustrated, overworked, exhausted, undervalued, unappreciated, misunderstood, scared, insecure, and even unsure of how to approach children at school? If you're feeling any of these emotions, please take this time to listen to what the experts have to say about how to manage your stress. Many of you have had your own children to teach, as well as run your homes with little or no support. Dr. Mirich, a specialist psychiatrist we consulted for the purpose of making this video, tells us that SADC's April 2020 survey into the emotional state of healthcare workers showed that frontline workers were feeling angry, anxious, frustrated, overwhelmed, happy, and irritable. Dr. Mirich explained that COVID-19 stress is different because anxiety levels were already high in South Africa. Anxiety is so high because we're watching what is happening around the world. We know a wave is coming, but not how large or its impact. In understanding what stress is, Dr. Mirich explains that stress is felt when your resources at the time are less than your demands. Stress is not all bad, and it motivates us to get things done properly and to increase our resources. You are a teacher for a reason and have dealt with many other stressful moments in your career. This is but one of those moments. So why is this so bad for teachers? Teaching has always been stressful. According to Dr. Mirich, it's personal. It's not just a school problem, but one which affects you, your family, friends, colleagues at school, and of course the children and their families. There are going to be many infections in every school and a great deal of loss for some families. The uncertainty and the changing information because of the nature of the virus and the pandemic means protocols are going to change quite frequently. Expect these changes, and you won't be thrown so much when they occur. There is a sense of loss of perceived control, and the understanding that we are in control has been thrown out of the window. Dr. Mirich refers to bad stress versus stress resilience. According to her, if stress is unpredictable or chaotic, severe or prolonged and uncontrolled, it can lead to vulnerability, depression, and anxiety. When stress is predictable, moderate, and controlled, it can lead to resilience. The only certainty is everything is uncertain. As teachers, we need to become stress resilient. So how do we do this? Here are some ways to reduce stress. Identify what is causing your stress. Face this stress and try to minimize worrying about that over which you have no control. Brainstorm different scenarios together with colleagues and attempt to plan solutions. Look for advice and external support from your principals, HODs, counselors, and other management members. Make sure your 4 batteries are all charged. Self-care is critical. Professor Jennifer Jordan and her colleagues refer to 4 areas of self-care in managing stress. Physical, which refers to general health and vitality. Mental is the ability to process information, clarify, and focus. Emotional refers to resilience and emotional self-regulation. Spiritual, involving values and purpose in life. Here are some ways to look after yourself on a physical level. Maintain a sufficient intake of healthy food and consume slow-release carbohydrates such as whole grain cereals. Maintain proper hydration by drinking lots of water to support mental focus. Exercise regularly. Gym, walk, run, dance, yoga, juggle, garden, clean out the garage or the house. Follow the ATS High School exercise video daily. Get creative. Knit, paint, scrapbook, color in, crochet, bead, sew, redesign rooms or your garden. Play a musical instrument. Minimize the use of alcohol and drugs. Avoid too much caffeine and or nicotine. Establish good sleeping habits. 8 tips for mental self-care. Reconnect to your purpose. Adopt a growth mindset. Focus on gratitude and kindness. Create clear boundaries between home and school. Set up effective mentoring and debriefing structures to focus on solutions rather than problems. Keep focused on your goals to give you direction and motivation. Reward yourself and build new connections and relationships. For your emotional self-care, keep in touch with those you care about, especially those far away. Meet regularly with family and friends. Socialize with colleagues. Discuss problems with someone you trust. Ask for help. Speak to a therapist. Find ways to help others. Care for others. Laugh. Reflect on the positive. Do something you're good at. Start a new hobby. Stay informed. Read, journal, relax, walk, sing, pray, play with your children. Spiritual self-care. The dictionary definition of spiritual is relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul, as opposed to material or physical things, or relating to religion or religious belief. Spiritual activities include meditation, contemplation, reflection, silence, letting go, prayer, reading an uplifting book, song, mindfulness and breathing, spending time in nature, acts of kindness and compassion. According to Health Direct Australia, there are 9 signs of mental illness: feeling anxious or worried, feeling depressed or unhappy, emotional outbursts, sleep problems, weight or appetite changes, quiet or withdrawn, substance abuse, feeling guilty or worthless, changes in behavior or feelings. If you are experiencing suicidal or self-harm feelings, contact your doctor, therapist, or lifeline on the number provided. Never forget the incredible role you play in society. You prepare children for the future, our collective future, and we are forever grateful for all you do, especially at this time. Please see the document on psychological first aid on the ATS website to assist you in managing stress in colleagues, parents, and students. Good luck, go well, and keep safe. Thank you.